Designer Duo. Oh, I'm dropping it. Shine of a gloss with the comfort of a balm. Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got my Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and then also Ipsy sent me the Boxycharm by Ipsy and also the Icon Box for August. So I've got some of those made my favorites, like some of the goodies in there made my favorites. So we're gonna talk about my favorites, and then I will also show you the other goodies that came in those. So yeah, if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, reviews, empties, get ready with me. It's just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we were chatting about Friday favorites, and then I'll also show you August, Boxycharm, and Icon Box. So let's get to it. Okay, I think I have everything organized here, sorta, kinda. We just have a lot to cover in this video. It's gonna be a fun video. Okay, so first eye favorite. This was such a random thing I did one day, and I was like, oh my goodness, I love this. I used these two CoverGirl Cheekers blushes on my eyes, and they work so well as a shadow. So first off, iced cappuccino. Y'all know that these don't swatch well at all. So I'm gonna get a little, find a little like tiny brush that I could use. Yeah, like something maybe like this. I wanna use that one. Oh, well, let's use this one. Whatever. Okay, so this first one is iced cappuccino. So I use this all over my lid and up into my crease. And it's really just kind of like a perfect one and done shadow. It's so pretty. And then I would use Soft Sable, which Soft Sable, I do not like this one on my cheeks very much. Like I'll sometimes use it as like a topper over other ones, but this one's a lot more glowy than most of them. So it just, the shade of it I don't think is very flattering as a blush on me personally, but and then also it has just a lot of glow. So anyway, I don't love that one on my cheeks, but on the eyes, I love it so much. So there is iced cappuccino, and then there is Soft Sable, which I'm like looking at that swatch, I'm going, that's so pretty. But I don't know. It looks beautiful there, but I think I like it as a shadow most. This one's a little bit more, iced cappuccino I think has a little bit more brown in it, whereas Soft Sable has a little bit more of a rusty, kind of an undertone, like rusty red. That's what I've been loving. Usually I kind of like mention that at the beginning of the video. What I've been loving for my Friday favorites, I'm loving those kind of like rusty red brown. I just choked while I was talking and had a random coughing fit. Anyway, I've been loving those kind of rusty red brown sort of shades on the eyes, on the lips. So that's what I've been grabbing for, and this combo totally gives that. So iced cappuccino all over the lid into the crease, and then Soft Sable just kind of buffed onto my lid as my lid shade. And oh my goodness, I love this combo. It is beautiful. Okay, so first thing from Ipsy that was sent to me that I have been loving, this palette right here. It has super reflective packaging, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to show it to you. So this came in the Icon Box. I was so excited to see this in there. This is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. Oh, maybe it's the Major Dimension 2? I can't quite tell. I'll look it up and list it down below and link it for you on this video if I can find it. Surely I can. Look how pretty this is. I'm going to use the box in front of it so it's, you know, you're not seeing the mirror, and then if I hold it up, it's that really reflective mirrored packaging, which is pretty, but it's never my pick because it just gets kind of dirty looking. And then also when I film, I mean, that's, you know, not everybody's filming, so that wouldn't always be maybe something you're thinking about. But even like just using it when I'm not filming, it gets dirty. So mirrored packaging is not my favorite, even though it is very fancy and nice. Look how beautiful this palette is. So it does have these two cream shadows here, and I like that they are divided with this little thing. If a cream shadow is gonna be in a palette, which is never like my favorite thing, but if it's in there, I do like when it's kind of separated. So it's nice that it is separated. These metallic shades are beautiful. They are so pigmented and rich and like just light reflecting, light catching. Such a nice formula. I would say it's that kind of like thicker sort of a formula, like a rich, buttery, thicker, kind of an eyeshadow formula that just really packs a punch. So, so beautiful. So what I have been doing, mainly from this palette, is this one as my liner, like first step as my liner, and then this smudged a little bit on top of it. That is what I have on as my liner today. I'm loving these kind of mixes of kind of a warm chocolatey brown with a warm shade kind of smudged out. I just think it's so beautiful. I think it makes my eye color really pop. It has that kind of fall feeling. I'm just so excited for fall makeup, so I have been loving that. And then I have a little bit of this on my lower lash line. I didn't do that every day, but some days I did. Look how pretty these all are. This one's kind of like a rosy sort of a shade. That's the one I've been using. If I've been using this like a full look on my eyes, I was grabbing for this one in my crease. But I've been doing more of the CoverGirl, but still kind of, you know, incorporating this with the CoverGirl shadows, mainly like as a liner. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for eyes. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. Okay, for cheeks, this combo right here, but also individually, these are both beautiful. I got this in my Boxycharm by Ipsy, so this was sent to me. This is the Lawless Pinch My Cheeks Soft Blur Cream Blush in Duchess. This is such a pretty shade. And I was trying to think of how I would describe it. Like, I would say it's almost like a rusty rose. It is just a beautiful kind of in-between shade that I think, like, just the color of it, I think will work for so many different makeup looks. It's just beautiful. Like, it's kind of bright, but not super bright. It's got this kind of reddish, rusty tint to it. So I feel like this would work with a bright coral makeup look. It would work with like a coppery makeup look. These kind of richer, rusty brown shades. It's really, really pretty. I would say it's more of a satin finish. I used it with a small stipple brush. It blends really nicely. It's a good formula, but I love this color. And then, so this is the CoverGirl Cheekers Blush in Natural Twinkle. I've had this before, and I think I've given it away, and I don't really know why. Like, something about it I wasn't a fan of, but suddenly now I like it, especially with the Lawless blush. How would I describe this color? Let's get a swatch. It's kind of a plummy shade. In the pan, you can definitely see little micro shimmer in it, which is always like, why is that in there? But it's there, but I really don't notice it on the cheeks. Definitely has a glow, but I don't notice that kind of sparkle. So here it is. Maybe it's that I don't, sometimes these kind of plummy colors are maybe a little too cool tone for me or something, but it depends on what I pair them with. Like if I pair them with warmer colors, I think they work well. So I did like it just by itself with this kind of makeup look, but with this underneath, so, so pretty. So yeah, I have been loving both of those. The main thing with these, just don't swatch them. If you swatch them, they get weird. The swatch doesn't look good and you mess up your pan. So just don't swatch them, or if you do, swatch them with the brush like I've been doing. That's that's the weirdest thing about them, but on the cheeks, they're amazing. And this is a good little blush. Okay, and then last up for lips, I need to go quicker because we just have so much to talk about. I got this in the Icon Box. This is the Bisha Essential Lip Designer Duo. Oh, I'm dropping it. And the colors are Saint Tropez and Saint Barth's. So I have been loving this as a liner using both of them. So I will swatch them individually and then swatch them together so you can kind of see what they look like together. These are really pretty. So they're a retractable, is that the word? Pencil. So you turn them up. So there they are individually. They're not super different. I would say one is just a little bit more warm than the other. The other one is a little bit more mauve-y. And then there they are together, just this beautiful rosy shade. So, so pretty. So I've been loving that as a liner. And then this was a random, I just did it one day and I loved the combo. This is one of the Maybelline Lifter Glazes, and this is in Rose Bite. This is so pretty with these liners. Like, just, I'm putting it more kind of full on there, but I sort of just like dotted it on my lips and it ends up, I don't know. I like the kind of defined lip liner look. It looks a little 90s to me. Like the defined lip liner look with this kind of pinky shade blended into it. So it ends up being this kind of like pinky brown, I don't know, 90s sort of looking lip. I love these. They smell like mint chocolate. Just a nice balm. I love the formula on them. But these are a nice liner. They really seem like a good formula that you can fill in your lips with them, or you can use them as a traditional liner. So I would say those are my overall Friday favorites. Okay, then let's jump into Boxycharm by Ipsy. So I have some of this stuff in here and then some of it sitting in front of me because, you know, I kind of like disassemble the box and use all the things and then I put it back together. Okay, so let's jump in here. So first off, I got a, where did it go? I got a little, what do you call this? A balm. I was going to say, is it a mask or what do they call it? This is the Glow Recipe Lip Balm and Gloss in One. And this is in Plum Plump. And it has plump, it says, what? It says Hyaluronic Gloss Balm, Plump and Moisturize. What else? Anything about it? Non-sticky formula, deeply hydrates lips and delivers the shine of a gloss with the comfort of a balm. Of a balm. Here's what it looks like. I was expecting this to have more scent to it, like a plummy scent. If it's scented, it's very, very subtle, but this is nice and hydrating. I love these kind of products for nighttime. I mean, I know it says that it's like a balm, but then also a gloss, so you could, you know, obviously wear it during the day, but I love these kind of thicker balm kind of products for nighttime before I go to sleep, so that's definitely how I will use it. You get a lot of product in here. It is nice and hydrating. It's a thicker sort of a formula. So I don't know that I would grab this as much as a gloss. I would use it more as a hydrating balm at nighttime. So that's how I will use it more. Then I got a brow gel. This is from, I believe, Lava, Los Angeles brow gel. And it says clear transparent. So I put this on yesterday afternoon and I kind of forgot about it. Like I put it on my brows and I was like, okay, that seems nice. And I did feel like it lifted my brows nicely. I don't use brow gels consistently, so I'm not the expert on brow gels. Am I the expert on anything? I don't know. But I don't know as much about brow gels because I don't use them as often. But I was sitting on the couch later and I went to kind of scratch my face and I went, oh, what's on my brow? And I've been refinishing furniture items, so I was like, did I get like poly top coat on my brow? It was this. So like I said, I don't use brow gels a lot to know kind of how intense they can be and how much you can feel them on your brows, but I could definitely feel this on my brows. Maybe I use too much, maybe it's the formula, I don't really know, but I could definitely feel it. So, I mean, I would think that means it's probably really holding the brows in place very well. So that's what I would say about this. I definitely feel like it defined my brows and obviously it was keeping them there, but I could feel it in my brows for sure. Okay, then I got this. So I used this today. This is the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, safe for sensitive skin. I really, really liked this. Like it's, you know, one of those kind of quicker skincare type products because it says apply evenly over clean face. Oh, well, that's pretty easy. But on the packaging, it says, apply evenly over clean face, follow with makeup, or wear alone for a natural look. So that's how you use it. Did I show you? Here we go. This is what it looks like. So look at all that product. I got way too much product. This blends so nicely into the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels like a nice, lightweight moisturizer. As far as priming goes, I don't use primers every day either, but I do like a moisturizer that plays well with makeup. So a lot of times that's just my SPF because my SPF plays nicely with my makeup, but this one seems like a moisturizer that plays nicely with your makeup, which makes sense since it says it's a priming moisturizer. It's, you know, kind of like, seems like it's built to kind of be used in that way. Okay, then the blush was in here that I'm loving. So here's the packaging on this. Beautiful blush, great formula. This is such cute packaging. Indulge in this uniquely weightless, creamy velvet blush that delivers natural buildable color to the cheeks. Oh, and lips. I did not use it in that way, but I'm sure that's very, very pretty. This is so good. I was so excited to get to try this. This is the Kulfi Lassie Lips Staining Lip Oil, and this is in the shade Guava. I'm loving this too. I almost kind of put it in my Friday favorites, but I wasn't using it as much as the combo I mentioned. But this is beautiful. This is what it looks like. Here is the applicator on it. So kind of a smaller doe foot applicator. And here is what it looks like. Beautiful kind of corally shade. So you can leave it kind of full on like this and glossier looking. So I blotted it down and then I kind of applied more. I've worn it in different ways, I would say. But it's so, so pretty. Wears really well. I love the color on it. It's comfortable on the lips. Really a nice formula to it. Like even that little bit I just had it on, this definitely stains. I mean, it stays around for a long time. So I really, really like this. That's very good. So I think this is a great box. I would say from this, my favorite things would be the blush. This, am I missing something? The blush, that, and I think I really like the primer. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, this was in here too. Yeah, I would say the guava, the blush, and then the priming moisturizer. I think that's what I'm going to use most. And then on to the Icon box. Here is a little peek inside of here. So the eyeshadow palette that I absolutely love. This is so exciting to get things like this. This is such nice quality. Just beautiful formula. I love the color story in it. I'm so excited about this. I did not try this because this is not something I would ever use on my hair type. This is the Briogeo Style and Treat Yuzu and Plum Oil Sleek Stick. So this is one of those, like, I think the idea is if you have a slick back pony and you want to kind of like tame those flyaways. I'm really not trying to slick back anything on my fine flat hair, so this is not something I would personally reach for, but I definitely see the value in it because I've seen people talk about this, you know, who do the slick back ponies, and it makes sense. So this is what it looks like. I don't really notice a scent with it, but I didn't swatch it to fully know for sure. Cute pink packaging on it. So if you're looking for kind of a balm to sort of slick back those, you know, flyaways, this is an option for you. So that is in there. And then I got the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. I really like this cleansing balm. Timothy uses this as well. Like if he's got sunscreen on his face, like from a track meet or golfing or whatever, and he's really layered on the sunscreen, he'll use the cleansing balm to really get that off his face. And he really likes it. So he uses it too as well. Were the lip liners? Yeah, the lip liners were in here. Love these. Great formula on them. Really beautiful liners. Like I love the formula. I like that they're retractable. Love the colors. They're really good. Okay, this mascara surprised me because I'm so picky about mascaras. Are mascaras just getting better? Or are they like the formula's more what I like, which is volume, length, kind of a Vavoom looking lash that they build on themselves? That's what I'm looking for. This definitely does that. The House Labs by Lady Gaga B Structural Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. Yeah, this definitely did that. Seeing if there's anything else to read, y'all. I mean, it's, you know, it's a volumizing and lengthening mascara. It didn't take a lot of product to really build up a lash, but then it built on itself really nicely. Let me show you the wand on it. Kind of a, I don't even know how to describe that, but it's got like a wave to it, a shape to it. So I'm impressed with this. Good mascara. Let's see. Oh, I've tried, I mean, I put this on my hand to try it, but I'm not a huge fan of the scent of this. This is the Mayelli's Get Dreamy Overnight Toning Body Whip. So it says, it's a toning body whip that helps visibly smooth and tighten the look of your curves while you sleep. So that's an interesting concept. Adorable purple packaging to it. This is what it looks like. So it's that kind of fluffy, whipped kind of a formula. Love this sort of a formula. It is nice and hydrating. It feels good on the skin. I would say the scent is kind of floral soapy kind of a smell. Like it smells like a bar of florally scented soap. So like a clean sort of a scent, florally clean sort of a scent. So not a bad scent, but just I reach for more fruity or vanilla, is the word gourmand. I think that's the word. I reach for those kind of scents a little bit more often, but the formula of this does seem really, really nice. Then I got the Dr. Jart Vital Hydra Solution, Plump and Glow. It says intensive hydration mask, helps shore up skin's water levels so skin looks plump and glows with hydration. So I did try this. It's a nice sheet mask. Tons of product on this. Like there was so much on it. I brought it down my neck. I really liked this. I left it on about 15 minutes. It says 15 to 20 minutes. I left it on probably 15. When I took it off, I just kind of let it sink into my skin. I didn't wipe it off. I didn't pat it in. I just sort of let it sink in. I didn't follow with any skincare other than just eye cream. That's what I used. It was very nice and hydrating. My skin wasn't unhappy about it. It seemed to like this product. So this seems like a nice hydrating sheet mask. Then this is the Dr. B Lab Nourishing Face Oil. I like this. It says it has vitamin A and E, lavender, and chamomile oils, so it's a nice hydrating face oil. So I tried this kind of like here on my face, and it's a face oil. You know, it's oily. Because of the chamomile and lavender, it's very sort of like herbal, you're at a spa sort of a scent to it. So it had like a relaxing sort of an experience using it, and it felt nice and hydrating on my skin. My skin wasn't unhappy with it, so this seems nice too. Okay, so in here, I would say my standout favorites would be the eyeshadow palette, the mascara, and the lip liners, and the face oil. I'm definitely gonna reach for this regularly. And then the cleansing balm, just because I'll probably give that to Timothy. It's not my go-to cleansing balm, but it's his go-to cleansing balm. So those are my standout favorites. All right, you guys, that wraps up this video. This was a long one, but a fun one. Hope that you guys really enjoyed it. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you have been loving. What are your Friday favorites? If you got Ipsy or Boxycharm or the Icon Box, let me know what you got. What are you excited about? I'd love to know that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!